What is up, guys? Welcome back to Max Level Podcast, where me and Daniel talk about games, our daily lives, and the random bullshit that ensues throughout the world. But today, I've been watching a whole lot of the new Digimon series. I love it. So I'm going to talk to Daniel about Digimon. Specifically, though, that Digimon is better than Pokemon. At least, I know in his opinion, too. I think so, too. But let's discuss why we think that. Also, we just got done watching Screw Attack's Death Battles on Pokemon vs. Digimon. So if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go watch that. It is Agumon vs. Charizard. And it is amazing. Daniel's like, what the fuck did he just do? That was some kind of burp. Yeah, that was exploding. Exactly. But, so a few questions I have for you, Daniel. First of all, what is your favorite Digimon? And tell me why. Because I know it's Gabumon, but explain to the people.
No, please, by all means, continue. You know the evolutions of my favorite too. Gabumon, then what's the next one doing?
What guru? Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah. Well, of course I know the evolutions.
Definitely Gabumon. Gabumon, I just loved him from the beginning because, like, even though we kind of flipped later in life, like, you liked him because he was kind of like icy. Oh, I liked him because he was icy. You liked Agumon because he was foul. But then somewhere down the line, our elements kind of flipped. I became foul.
In Digimon, there was the only one. In Digimon, there was the only one where it was always flipped. It's always been like that too. Yeah. Yeah. I guess the only one I was fire in.
Yeah, I guess. But Gabumon has a whole. He kind of like a unicorn meets like a little dog.
A unicorn meets a little dog. That's a good way to describe it. Little children. A unicorn meets a little dog. I'm sure little girls would love that description. Hey, yeah. You want to watch this little unicorn and this little dog fight each other?
No, Gabumon's a little unicorn, little dog. Agumon's a little dinosaur.
He's a little dinosaur, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. But, do you remember...
Wait, explain your Agumon addiction. You can't just ask me a question, is it?
I love Agumon. One thing that pisses me off about Agumon, though, is that whenever they added him in, like, a season 4 or 5, some season I wasn't watching, but they completely changed his voice and everything. Like, I hate whenever they change things to, like, creatures. It's like, you should have just got a voice actor that was at least somewhat close. But that was the only thing that aggravated. But, yeah, I love Agumon. Fucking Agumon, any form of Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon, any form of them. Even the weird, Flamedramon from Vmon. And there's another one from the 4th season that I can't even remember. I can see him from the games, though. Oh, also, yeah, we've been playing the games, too, which, not gonna lie, we love Pokemon games, but the Digimon World 1 is a severely underrated game. I go back and play it every single year, and it is amazing. I cannot recommend that game enough. It is on PlayStation 1. It is amazing. It is basically like a raise-your-own-pet simulator, but it's a little bit different. They will crap on the ground sometimes, and like you can't hungry. You have to pick it back up, but the only way to pick it up is to use another Digimon that you get by raising their virus level, which you get by shitting on the ground, which is just the worst Digimon to pick it up, but you get over it. You gotta feed them, you have to make them train. I forget what other parenting stuff is on there. You raise this on
them, they gotta sleep and rest.
They gotta sleep, rest. They can get sick and get too tired. They can die.
Moods, like you gotta scold them if they won't eat something.
Yeah, exactly. They have moods. Sometimes they won't do certain things.
They get like boost or chips like that increase their brains, which is basically smartness in Digimon World 1. But if they don't take it the first time, you gotta scold them and get back and they'll eat them. Increase their brains level.
Or you could be like Daniel. Whenever they're hungry, you could scold them then. And then they just won't be hungry anymore because you're a fucking asshole.
They won't be hungry for a little bit longer just because they're like, I'm scared to ask.
I'm scared to ask for food.
I didn't know that. No. I didn't even know that would happen, but that was funny. I was like, well, if it keeps you off my back a little bit longer, I guess.
And the funny thing about that is Daniel's also been playing Pokemon, too. I don't know what...
Emulator.
Oh, an emulator, huh? You fucking pirate. No. Well, we bought it way too many times. Fuck Game Freak and Pokemon at this point. I bought that game so many fucking times. So many fucking times.
It's like, how many times I bought Diablo?
Dude, these PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I feel like we bought it on Xbox One twice. We bought it physical, traded it into GameStop, and then we bought it digitally.
So we can never lose it again.
Just to never fucking lose it. back to Digimon though. What is your favorite game series? Because that is what got us started on Digimon, all of it. And we got it's between 1, 2, and 3. I know it's not 4 because
Digimon.
at
the Digimon game series.
Yeah, we'll go to Pokemon here in a second.
What's your favorite game series? Like out of everything, I was like, it's a
Oh,
giant
no.
segue topic.
No, that's
But no, okay.
That'll be another topic for another time. But favorite Digimon games specifically.
Digimon World 2's. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you like that one, but it is definitely the lowest on them. But it's definitely between Digimon World 1 and Digimon World 3. Like Digimon World 3. I played Digimon World 1. Digimon World 3 was cool, but it's just so many fetch quests. The battle system was awesome. Like I will still go back and play it to this day, but just like being so primitive, Digimon World 1, like recruiting Digimon to the town and like having to raise them, then they Digivolve for you, and you just the whole uniqueness for its time, man. Like Digimon World 1, then. What is yours?
I'd probably have to go the exact same. Well, I'd probably put Digimon World 2 over Digimon World 3 just because I played Digimon World 3 so much. Yeah, but I'd have to go with Digimon World 1 as well. Just because it was it's still like we were talking earlier, like, it's still a game I think is ahead of its time. Like, it was just so much to do in that game. It's still a pretty big game from the feels of it, just from walking around playing in it. Over 50 Digimon to bring back to your town. They all, or a lot of them do completely different things. Some open shops, like one opens an item shop to buy. Meramon opens a restaurant to buy food in.
Agumon's a banker.
Agumon's a banker. Greymon is the tournament rally person. Centurmon is the medical center. Like, a whole bunch of Digimon that just do a whole bunch, and it's still like, and they got the remade versions on PSP now, the Vita, which we completely plan to go play. Like, just once we can get a Vita, we're definitely getting those games, and because those look freaking awesome. Those look like those recreated Digimon World, the best of the abilities. And Cyber Sleuth honestly looks more like a Digimon World 3. Or between 2 and 3 remake.
Painted it on. He says it's really awesome.
Do you have it on PS4?
Yep.
Do you have a physical copy of it?
That's a really good question. That's if we involve that maybe instead until Don. Oh,
we need to get a Vita. We need to get a Vita.
It'll be a while before he's done with that, though. Can't get.
Yeah, I'm sure if you either don't like Digimon at all, or you fucking love Digimon and you fucking just get everything. It's one or the other. And then there's Digimon World 4, which I'm sure is a fine game, but I fucking hate that game. I fucking hate it with a passion.
I liked it, but hated it because what it did to us. Like,
we got it. One Christmas when we were young, we got that game for Christmas. We tried to open it. We put it in. Would not work. It would not work forever. Finally, like 2 weeks later, we put it in, tried again. It works one time. We play the first mission. Then we quit, go eat, come back. We put it back in, and it never worked, not a single damn time after that. And then every single copy we got after that, which was a PS2 copy and also an OG Xbox copy, both of those also did not work. And at that point, we said, fuck it, no, never have we tried to play that game again, nothing.
Yeah, like, that was like the day and ages when we were like so young, we couldn't really have, like, at least jobs, like, go in, clock, and but it was definitely a lot harder to get money than it is nowadays. So, once we got it for Christmas, we didn't see it again. We didn't see money to do it again until like a birthday or another holiday.
Right.
What happened?
What happened? What? Yes.
The black box popped up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well,
it popped up and then went down. So.
Well, I'll go check before we move on over to Pokemon and ask you a few questions about Pokemon. What is your favorite form of Gabumon and why? Go.
What was it? Gurumon is like the four-legged thing right after him. Isn't it like a Metal Gurumon? I think it's Metal Gurumon would probably be my favorite, just because it kind of takes like a four-legged falsely ball form of him, which I really like him, because it's more like a dog. Kind of, but Metal Gurumon's kind of like a dog, but fused like mechanical, but fused with like, I don't know, just fused like badass, or kind of like Agumon's, like Greymon's, like really badass, but Gurumon just has some badass attacks, and Metal Gurumon, I don't know, just looks really badass. My favorite form of Gabumon's probably Metal Gurumon, even though don't get me wrong, I like Gabumon and like the form before, like whenever they get morphed and stuff. Like Agumon has the little pink guy for his like little egg species.
Yeah.
Like Gabumon's, I don't remember what his looks like in that, but I'm sure it looks fine. Gabumon looks adorable, but when you pick favorites, you're picking a badassery like. I want you to look cool, still look kind of adorable through my own, but still fuck shit up.
Oh, now you're gonna have to explain to me what. Okay, so what's your favorite of the form? I was over there totally flipping my shit over there on the camera. Like, I'm glad you said something about the black box, because that was the camera telling us, hey, I just ran out of memory. I stopped recording, so I'm gonna have to throw up a picture of Gabumon or whatever creature you was talking about just then, as I'm over there fixing the shit. Because I forgot to
good eye, Daniel.
Good, exact, very good eye. Because I forgot to delete the last max levels. Yeah, from the camera. So I went and deleted that. But
I hope you guys enjoyed that picture of Gabumon and Garurumon, and then probably the baby form of Gabumon, because I don't remember what he looked like. But whichever one you guys seen, sorry for the technical differences.
Alright, and explain Gabumon and or whatever your favorite form was. I'm gonna do a real quick clap sync, alright? Alright, now go explain some Gabumon.
Gabumon, my favorite form of Gabumon, Metal Garurumon. Gabumon cute, looks adorable, his baby form probably looks adorable, but when you pick a favorite, you want to pick badass. When I say badass, I mean fuck shit up type of bad. Garurumon looks badass, full-legged, but looks like a dog. It'd be adorable for his mom. Metal Garurumon's like, looks adorable, he's your own. But if he's not, you can be, ooh, it's kind of adorable. And then you see like all the fucking metal attached to him, and you're like, nope. It's Metal Garurumon. Just have a complete badassery.
I wasn't sure if you was going to pick Were Garurumon or Metal Garurumon. I kind of think you was going to pick Were Garurumon.
What? Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, the two-legged. Fuck.
Yeah, the two-legged, the one that stands and walks and is like a martial arts badass.
Fuck, I knew I was even picturing him in my head. I just did not remember. I forgot about him. Mostly due to his name.
Mostly due to his name.
Because
they all involve Garurumon. How did you forget one of the Garurumons?
I forgot it was werewolf fused with Garurumon. Garurumon.
So you've been rambling on about
Metal
Garurumon. Oh, good thing I came back, because
because those pictures ain't gonna mean shit, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, true.
You should pop up just a picture of Garurumon with the question mark.
Right.
Yeah, Garurumon. You don't fuck up a standing on two legs, kung fu master of a motherfucking wolf.
Even though it is his ultimate form, but he still looks like a complete badass. Yeah. Like, you know what my favorite form of Agumon is. It has to be Wargreymon. Like there's no it's either Wargreymon or Greymon. No, not fuck Skullgreymon.
Yeah. Looks like a giant walking skeleton.
Mm-hmm. But like it has to be Wargreymon, but if not that, Greymon. Like they're both super badass, but Wargreymon just on a pure level fucking shit up. They like Terror Destroyer is basically
he's the one
like
the wings in the back, kind of, but with that shield.
Yeah, okay. Him and Metal Garurumon fucking fused to become Omnimon or whatever it is. But yeah, first time you see him, like, God, I can still fight my Otismon, fucking his big ass dumb ass up.
Yeah.
Such a good part of the TV show. If you haven't seen Digimon and you're still watching this for some reason, you need to go watch Digimon, because it's a good show. And they're airing a new show right now, and it is really good. It's the original 6 kids that, like, when I was 6 or 7, these kids were 6 or 7. Yeah, I'm a little bit older, but now they're 17, 18 in this new series, and it is fucking awesome. I love it. I could not recommend it enough. But speaking on Pokemon, like, we're gonna roundabout go to why we think Digimon's better than Pokemon, but I would just like to...
Oh, yeah, because we've been talking about Digimon for so long. We're supposed to be talking about both of them.
I would just like to know what is your favorite Pokemon game first. And then...
Either one with the bases are really awesome. I know Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, you're just speaking that way.
I don't know.
At some point.
I was just shaking off like a half ball that I didn't want to blow into the audience.
They're gonna smell it good and fine.
No, I thought I would have balled and they could have pulled me. But no, favorite game series. The ones with the bases were awesome, but this is completely biased as fuck. Red Evolution, the very OG red. Why? It says Charizard on it in the story, and it's red.
It's Charizard. Alright.
Even though the newest one with the bases, being able to do the bases again, I haven't played it yet, but just the bases in the older ones were badass. Let alone the new
like
one.
Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they're
like those
called.
upgraded bases with the hordes of Pokemon, I'm sure would be my favorite gameplay mechanic wise. They're just nostalgia fused with Charizard on the front, like completely biased. But what's your favorite?
So I'd have a hard choice. I'd have to probably.
Before you segue us off to another one.
I'd have to say probably Pokemon Sapphire, just because that's what me and you played the most. Like we literally played Sapphire and Ruby to like fucking death. Just like almost completely max level, and then but on a very close second, I would have to say Heart Gold, because that's the one I played my senior.
Was that the one with like Ho-Ho?
Yeah, but it was a remake for it. Like the one I played my senior year is the one where every single like it had the 251 pluses, but every single Pokemon could follow you. Like it had an animated thing that followed you. Yeah, so whichever one you had at first in your party would follow you. So I always had Dragonite, who was the baddest. That was also the game that on my senior trip, like I beat one of my good friends while going down to Florida to Disney World. Like I just beat him over and over, and he was using a game short getting a whole bunch of other like Pokemon creatures. And I just beat him over. It was awesome. It's
illegal, Dylan, if you train them yourself.
Well, dude, my trained Pokemon were bad out. On Heart Gold, I had 2 Dragonites. One was level 100, one was like level 90-something. A Tyranitar that was like 88 or something. Shit, actually, I forget like one was because I forget their names. It was like another dragon type, but it was Garchomp or something like that, and I forget the other two, but it was that team was a badass.
So you just need Articuno to come through and sweep you off.
And I think you may have already touched on this, so we're just jump to it so you can hurry up. Your favorite Pokemon? We assume it's Charizard, since you just gave the whole bias as fuck.
Oh yeah, definitely Charizard. And then
can you give us a little description why? What made you love him so much?
The very first introduction of Pokemon, really. Like the first episode I ever really remember watching is the one with Charmander and Ash when they get caught out in the rain, and he makes it such a huge deal like to keep them alive, and then just going and playing the games and just I don't know, and built a bond with that little Charmander, then watching him evolve and become a badass flying dragon. Like I want him to live, please, no.
But yeah,
days like that's when he needed a lot on.
Mine would be between Blastoise, Squirtle, and Totodile. Like I love the fuck out of all 3 of those. Like, the dude, like, Blastoise is powerful, Squirtle is cute as fuck, and Totodile's like somewhere in the middle. Like, cute as fuck, but you just don't want to mess with him. If he was a real creature, like, you would not want to mess with him.
Because he's a little crocodile, and like, he'd be fast.
Of course, you definitely wouldn't want to mess with Blastoise, because his pumps can blast through steel from, like, hundreds of yards away. Which is a pretty precise fucking power blast. But, I'd probably pick Squirtle, just because, like, he's OG, like, always pick Squirtle. If Squirtle is an option as a starter Pokemon, I pick Squirtle. Just, like, he makes the first gym easy, but he doesn't make the game too difficult, because water's the second gym. Let me tell you who's a freaking noob. People who pick Bulbasaur is a noob. I tell you, I don't care. People who pick Bulbasaur, because you get the rock gym first of all, and then you get the water gym. So you just fucking bond whipping your ass. Trust me, I know. I play Bulbasaur a lot. just to understand the whole, and I'm like, no, I don't like this. Like, cause you just
is it really that easy as Venusaur?
It is.
Well, I've never picked Bulbasaur.
As Bulbasaur, yeah, it's just super easy. Like, if you just use Bulbasaur and train out your team just somewhat right, or you just use Bulbasaur
so it seems
and just
like
power train him.
like hold mode, Squirtle's medium mode, and then Venusaur's easy mode.
Because the only
I don't think Charmander gets any bonuses against anything he fights in the beginning. So it goes from off and then to waddle.
Yeah, he's basically. It's basically like I'm pretty sure that's the way. I'm pretty sure that's the way it was by design somehow. I'm sure they had, like, but yeah, Bulbasaur
makes the beginning holdable, but in the end it doesn't fucking matter. Like it's some bullshit.
Because after those gyms, it definitely doesn't fucking matter. Because Cinnabar, by then, like, those fire Pokemon are super strong, and they don't definitely have to take out a fire Pokemon. You know what I mean? But like, and the water people are pretty strong too, just because they use confusion and some other things, like especially in like the remakes of the games. But yeah, I'd have to pick Squirt. Man, I could go on a whole rant about Bulbasaur. Fuck him. Fuck the little green dude. Like, I know I like them. I want them if I can.
Like you trade for them. Like you had some other people.
What's your opinions on Pikachu?
Fuck, I don't know. Like Pikachu.
What about Pokemon Yellow? Just the game period.
Oh, just him following you,
or just in the game, like the game being the fact that it's 100, like the fact that it's a lot harder than the other versions of the game. Like if you played that, you're sure you noticed that because Pikachu can't do anything against Rock. You have to super train Pikachu or get a completely different Pokemon to take on Brock. Like that's your only two options on that game. And then Water Gym's easy, but then right after that is what's the fucking third? Oh, is Lightning and fucking Raichu just stomps your fucking ass.
Yeah, like I don't mind Pikachu opens that.
And all the Pokemon are higher level in that game too, but I liked it. I might go back and start playing it.
You got the OG people that want to stay with Pikachu, then you have the other people that are like, oh Raichu, and I'm like, fuck it. If they evolve from a stone, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if they're gonna evolve from a stone, I'm just gonna get me a stupid. I mean, not a stick. I'm just gonna get me an Eevee.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I love Eevee. Eevee's a great
Eevee
Pokemon.
Can go from loads of different things. Exactly.
Not gonna lie, Jolteon is my favorite form though.
Fast as fuck.
Heck yeah, he is. So, Pokemon Alpha, Squirtle favorites, Pokemon Red, Charizard. You just fucking love Charizard all around.
Yeah.
And finally, before we move on from this topic, what is it about Digimon that you think made you like Digimon more than Pokemon? Because
the thing that I don't know, it was in we're in the digital era. Like Digimon, the thing that gets it more is it's a whole different universe. Kind of brought about by like the digital age. Like it could be like an MMO, like breaking loose, like a Digimon MMO. It seems like it'd be more realistic, but like Pokemon seems more like a planet we'd have to find and it ought to be integrated there and stuff. And like
I feel
like in the bond that people make with the Digimon is always a lot more powerful because it's like both worlds are at stake. When Pokemon are like, let's go battle.
Yeah. Go, slave!
But Digimon, they don't fuck around because it's both universes at stake, and they're like, you need me just as much as I need you. Like, it's not no communism Pokemon.
Yeah, dude, Pokemon, that's probably my points against Pokemon too. Why, like, Digimon is they have that strong bond. Like, I didn't even think about the digital age being another reason. But yeah, like, the digital age, I'm sure, is another good reason why we like it. But, the main thing against Pokemon is just, like, the older you get, the more you realize that Pokemon are just, like, Pokemon could technically exist now if someone created a device that could store the energy of a being in it. You know what I mean? And just kept it in, like, a cryogenic state until you fucking threw the ball again, and it just came out of it back to whatever state it was in. Yeah. So, like, to it, no time passed. You know what I mean? It just gets hit by the ball and then instantly comes back out.
And all the people are going to be like, well, they say in the Pokeball to go to a giant playground and it's kind of like heaven. You trapped in a ball that tiny, I don't care what kind of heaven it puts around you, but when you know the outside exists and you know that is some bullshit,
it's like a Matrix
dream or imagination, like a Matrix,
like a Matrix animals.
Like, it doesn't count, nor does it equate.
Exactly. But Digimon, like you said, they have that strong friendship. They have that strong bond. And they absolutely whip some ass. Yeah, Pokemon do too, but Digimon, it shows them destroying buildings, fucking just mowing through stuff. But let's do a nice little segue. Actually, it's a really shitty segue, but who cares? That's what I'm good for.
It's like a segue with a fat person on it.
Stutter. But I want to talk a little bit about, because I had this thought